My name is Paul Raisbeck. I work for Leeds Mind. What's brought me to this point is I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, then known as manic depression, in 1975. Around about 94 it was, I had a massive episode of depression. I was in hospital 3 months, and I was working at the time and I lost my job because of it. I was sacked, and I thought, when I felt well enough to think that, I thought, I don't fancy sales anymore, I want to do something else. And it was somebody from the old Dove Centre, the predecessor to Workplace Leeds, going back a while now, suggested, well, why don't you work in mental health? I did a lot of voluntary work and eventually got paid work with the council. And then about 11 years ago with Leeds Mind, here I am working at Leeds Mind. To me, work's hugely important. To coin a phrase, it gives me structure to my day. If I didn't work, I think I would find it very easy to slip back into bad habits, being lazy, lying in bed all day, probably heading towards a depressive phase of the illness, and I'm seeing really no hope. Well, my job involves supporting people like me in my previous life, really, ranging from people recently discharged from hospital to people who've had mental health problems for a long time. And my job mainly is about supporting those people to identify goals and things they want to do and move on in their lives, and help to set goals and therefore action plan, and support those people to work those plans to achieve their goals. If I'm honest, the thing I like best about my job is running the men's group, because it's a social group for men. It's great to be with a load of men, being men, and who can hopefully forget about their diagnoses and their mental health and focus on just being a guy in a pub with his mates, having a laugh and enjoying life. So,
okay, as I say,
I mean, people should have a decent self-esteem as of right. It's not something that needs to be worked on. You should feel good about yourself. People like me don't necessarily feel like that, and for me, being in work is an important part of my self-esteem. I've always been passionate about normalising mental health, and it's something massive for me, and I've always wanted to live as normal a life as possible, and that's what I want to do. And most people wouldn't have any idea that I had bipolar, because my spells of acute illness are years apart, many years apart. That seems to be my pattern so far. So that's good for me. So yes, definitely, I need to work for the self-esteem, the money to live a normal life, etc. Yeah, I mean, Leeds Mind have been very good. A few years ago I had a hypomanic episode, and I was working, we had a drop-in in those days down at DeLacy House, and so I told everybody. They didn't know, but I told them anyway, because I was fighting very hard not to show it. But my head was going through all sorts of thoughts and stuff, and I found myself double checking what I was saying in case I said something out of turn. But I told the boss, and they were very good. What actually happened was they took me out of that drop-in scenario because I was vulnerable, in the sense that if somebody was awkward and challenging in some way, I could react in the wrong way, say or do the wrong thing, and therefore lose my job. So they took me out of the firing line, if you like. Not that it was that bad, that's a wrong expression to use, but they took me out there and put me in head office for a few weeks until things settled down. And so that was a great example of working with somebody who has experienced a mental health blip. And similarly, a couple of months ago, I had a minor blip in terms of depression, and but again, I told everybody about it. They said I could take time off if I wanted, and I said no, because if I was off work, I'd be sat at home all day, which would be the worst thing ever. It was good to be around people, and I was able still to focus on my job and hopefully deliver what I was expected to do. So, but the options are there if I needed them. So, again, excellent.
Well, I think we finished there.
Yeah.